What's up, guys? It's Umar with Guru Trading Academy, and today I quickly just wanted to do this video on Bitcoin. Now, a lot of new people have been hopping into the market recently, probably with the actual sort of bullish run, and I'm using air quotes because I don't actually think the new bullish run has started yet. But I'm not going to get too much into the long term of Bitcoin today. I just want to explain something on the lower time frames, and I also just wanted to make this video, like I said, because a lot of new people are hopping into the market, and even for experienced traders, I think this could help give a new perspective, brief a new perspective. And as a trader, it's always good to refresh your perspective on the market. So I'm just going to throw this out there, this little video on something that I noticed today on Bitcoin. Whether this helps you or not, that would be really awesome if you guys dropped a like on this video, because it does help the channel out. Yeah, I think you guys will get some value from this. So let's get right into it. Okay, so like I said, I'm not going to go over really the long term on Bitcoin, but I want to go over more or less what I saw today on an intraday perspective. Okay, so let me just quickly take my tools off, and we'll go down here to like the 2-hour time frame so you can see this clearly. So I want to make this relatively short and quick and easy to understand. So you guys can see, oops, didn't mean to move that. You guys can see here, you know, prices at yearly highs right now. Today we actually hit 8.9K around that area, and we made these yearly highs. We were even making these yearly highs earlier before this initial spike today, around 8.2K, around 8K flat as well. And the reason I want to make that significant to you guys is because a lot of people in this market were wanting to go short. They're wanting to sell Bitcoin because it was at these yearly highs. And we have seen sell-offs in the past. And when they are selling off Bitcoin, it is pretty aggressive. Okay, so let's first, before we actually get into the bias, the correct bias of this market, let's kind of dabble into why people might have been selling this market. So if I want to go to like the 15-minute time frame, which is something that I don't usually trade. If you guys watch my other videos, I love to do a higher time frame analysis. And I think you know, the lower time frames can get a little bit messy. So let's say, you know, you were on the 15-minute time frame and you were watching Bitcoin around this area, and you see this initial spike to the downside. And with this initial spike, I guess we can just go ahead and measure how big it probably is. Roughly like a 6% move, about 494 pips, something like that. Okay, cool. And then you have this nice dump off, this nice sell off right here, about 890 pips, 11%. So just understand the reason that I'm pointing this out is because if you were looking to go short on Bitcoin around this area because it was around yearly highs, or because you've seen the volatility hitting or these sell-offs hitting right here, you could have actually took a step back and gone to like the 2-hour and seen a broader perspective on this. So if I quickly just go back, what I want to show you guys is that a lot of people were caught up in sells right here. They wanted to take this thing way lower. Okay, but price actually did something very significant, and it showed the continuation of trend. So right here, you guys can see this huge sell-off to the downside, a little bit of consolidation, and then boom. This is about from this box to this box, it's about a 3-day time period. So within this 3-day time period, we actually saw price fall this far, about, I think it was, how many pips did we say? I think it was, here, we'll just measure it again. So if you were to catch this move or miss out on this move or whatever it may be, a lot of pips right there, over 1,000. And you've seen this next move to the upside. You can see that within the next 3 days, we actually made up price and completely eradicated or made this move here to the left irrelevant. And the reason that I say that is because we completely engulfed all this data to the left, making this data not really that important. Because when you see price make an immediate spike down, immediate spike up, and all the data is made up almost immediately within the same time period, you can kind of understand that, okay, we can make the confirmation that this trend is now continuing to the upside, okay? Although this high right here wasn't broken by this high, I would still call this a trend continuation, because all this data right here, these two fat candlesticks you see, completely engulf this data here to the left. So going on from there, now that you understand, you know, you have the uptrend trend continuation, it doesn't mean just start placing your buys right here because you recognize the trend continuation. I believe it's important that you get precise entries and really be patient with this market. So let's say you were being patient with this market and you realize that you had the uptrend continuation right here. Your next step could have been measuring this move from this low to this high and taking your trade right here off the 618 on your golden pocket. You could have more or less used this trend line here as another confirmation to go long right here. And from here, it's actually really simple. You know, you get your long position tool out, throw it right here. Your stop loss can go a little bit under your trend line. I'm not going to go into specifics on how you should be placing your stop loss because that's not what this video is about. But it's more or less about patience, understanding how the market's trying to catch you short, trying to catch you long, whatever it may be. So you guys can see right here, stop loss below the trend line, obviously. And then first take profit level would be our -27. Second take profit would be our -618. So you can more or less see the kind of risk to reward we actually have on this trade. And it's pretty solid. So, you know, I really just wanted to make this video again because there's a lot of new traders coming into the market. And even experienced traders can get shed a new light just from realizing something like this. So I think that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm going to make an effort to be way more consistent on YouTube because I think there's a lot of value that can be brought to the table. All right, so I appreciate you guys watching this again. You guys have a good one. Peace.